So good morning. How's everyone doing today? So today we're going to get this pushed out as fast as we can. We need to talk about an issue and go over it and try to get it out into your hands as fast as possible. So anyhow, literally what's going on today is you're on the front lines of something that's happening. And I'm driving into the office. Currently, right now, yesterday, I had my bond revoked via the courts, and a warrant was issued for my arrest for the revocation of my bond. Of course, Amir immediately corrected that, and that was withheld. And now today we're having a hearing via virtual hearing. And the reason for the revocation was due to the fact that the detective that is assigned to me in Osceola apparently was using my phone and accessing my phone that they took via my last incident, where they took my phone without a warrant. They took it as evidence. Later on, they did get a warrant, supposedly, and they have been accessing my accounts and or my phone's accounts via backing up my phone they have in their possession, which then backs up this phone remotely, and then they're able to go into my phone and see what pictures I've taken with this phone that I have currently, and they are able to see emails and things of that nature. If they have a warrant for that, it hasn't been produced or seen, but so the situation is right now, there's somebody, again, because of people's names and things of that nature, I don't believe in giving out information. Said person that I was talking about is very important in my life, and they are having a very special moment coming very soon. I don't know how to word this because I don't want to put it out there, but they're going to get married, and they're very close to me. And this person, I have been working diligently on providing a wedding gift. My wife, my mother, we've been working behind the scenes for a surprised wedding gift. And of course, I reserved a room somewhere, and I reserved the equipment they needed for where they were going. And I never left. I never went anywhere. I never left the state. In fact, I have video footage that shows I was home Monday from the surveillance cameras. I didn't go anywhere Tuesday. Sorry, my life is boring. My wife and I stayed home with the dogs. And then Wednesday, I have proof that I was out on detail, and I have gas receipts. I have car wash receipts. I have, of course, Starbucks receipts. And so I have all that included. 1 second. Sorry about that. That was my wife calling, and my daughter calling, wishing me good luck, because ultimately, if this hearing goes bad, they'll put a warrant out for my arrest, and I'll be arrested, and I'll have to sit in jail until we go to trial on the impersonating, which could be a serious problem, not only financially, but for those that don't know, I just had a baby girl. She's 6 months. So I just don't know. But the point of this video vlog, and I don't want to go too long, because for those that have, nothing better to do, and they have very small mental capacities and small vocabularies, they only know to watch for a few seconds and say, yeah, this is bullshit. Let me go ahead and call him and say, oh, I'm out of gas, or, oh, do you know how to 50-50 and intersect? Dumb fuck shit like that, dumb fucking waste of breath and phone call times. Good thing we have unlimited phone plans. tell you. So anyways, so this person's getting married, and I was providing a wedding gift. So I screenshotted the reservations, which of course I put in my name, and I screenshotted the lockbox secure code because it's not, and they keep telling me, we're not Airbnb. I understand. I am, I guess, dumb, and so when I'm speaking about a home that I'm renting and I'm going to, and I have a lockbox that I have to get the key out of so I can get into the house so I can vacation there, I call it an Airbnb because that's what the idea is. Airbnb was the initial idea. So, okay, they're not Airbnb. They're not the Airbnb company or whatever, but the principle of what they are is exactly what it is. So I took a screenshot of the reservations. I took a screenshot of the lockbox code because we were going to give it to said person for their wedding present. Because this person and his fiance, soon to be wife, love the things that we were going to give them. At the same time, on Saturday, my employee's car broke down, and I was trying to rent a car for him. So he had a car for a couple of days. So this is how it went. We tried to rent the vehicle in his name, and then when we went there, they advised us, hey, you can't rent this car because your name's not on the credit card, and unless he's on the rental, he's not able to rent the car for you. So we canceled that reservation, and I immediately tried to reserve another car. We then went to the airport. Well, we never left, but we were at the airport, and we tried to go inside and get it again. And this time, they were going to check the car out to me. However, then they asked me for my airline ticket, my round-trip ticket, that I needed a car rental from Orlando. And of course, we weren't flying, so we didn't have a round-trip ticket. So they denied the rental. However, I tried in my name as well as his name. The officers that are involved in this situation only provided to the state attorney's office the screenshot of said reservation in his name, even though they were only within 20 minutes of each other. But they didn't show the reservation in my name. Almost as if they were, and then in the statement they wrote to the state attorney's office to revoke my bond, as if I was trying to rent a car in somebody else's name so I could secretly drive away and go to this said place that I rented for somebody that's close to me. But they didn't show the rental that I did in my name within 20 minutes. So he'll be on the Zoom call today for the hearing to explain why we tried to rent a car for him in his name at first, and then why we tried to rent a car again shortly thereafter in my name, which again isn't in the document, so we might only be talking about his rental. But because his car broke down, I was trying to help him out. And they took the screenshots that I took, which they're accessing from my other phone. They took the screenshots that I took of the rental information with the code, so when we went to the counter, we could give them the code to look it up faster. And with that, and the reservations to the Airbnb, they said, with no pictures, no video, no witnesses, and they contacted the state attorney's office, said I was leaving town and that I was out of town at this place. So they contacted the Airbnb, which we have video of later because I then contact them as well. They contact the Airbnb on the 1st. The reservation was for 5 days. So Monday was the 1st. I didn't leave Orlando because I rented a vehicle for my wife on Monday. We got gas at 12 o'clock on Monday in Orlando. We got Starbucks at 1 o'clock in Orlando. Of course, Starbucks for the time of the day. But anyways, then Tuesday, like I said, we were home with the dogs. We didn't go anywhere. And then Wednesday, I have the proof that I was at those said places for work. Got a car wash, got gas, Starbucks. So they contact the hotel, and the hotel advises them that the reservations were confirmed. They never say that I checked in. They never say that I presented ID while I was there. They never said that I was there. They never say anything of that nature because there's no staff. It's an Airbnb, not the company Airbnb, but said Airbnb principal. So they send you a lockbox code. When you get there, you put the code in the lockbox and you get your keys out, is what the description is that I was sending to the said person for their wedding gift. Needless to say, all of this was in fucking waste of time, due diligence, do every fucking thing, because a storm, a nor'eastern storm, hit said place that they were supposed to go, and it was so bad that they didn't go. So, of course they didn't go, and I wouldn't expect them to go. It was extremely dangerous. In fact, myself and my mother were sending text messages back and forth via pictures that we found online from people that my mother knows in said place. They were sending them her pictures, and she was sending me the pictures showing the roads were impassable. So they never went. With that said, no one ever checked in, obviously. But again, because it's a Airbnb principle idea, there's no one to check into anyways, being the fact you just get the lockbox code. So they're trying to revoke my bond today. I understand the mistakes I've made in my life. I know where I am today. But I know I've been running a business legitimately and legally, cleanly for 11 years. Contrary to what Vittler says and everything else.